Hello heroes and villains, my name is Ash and welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna make this a short video because I don't know if you can tell, but I am sick. I've been sick for 4 days and it's about to be Christmas tomorrow, so it's just a great timing. I visited my family's home a few days ago to meet my entire family. There's like 7-8 of them. I met my niece and nephew, but if you know kids, if you have a kid, if you work with them, if you're around them, you know that they are little petri dishes. And unfortunately, the first time in like 7+ months, I'm sick. On Christmas, so it's a great time. So I'm gonna get through this really quickly because I can't talk a lot. It's just a cold, but it's very exhausting. So let's get this over with quickly and get to the critter for today. If you're not sure what this is of my videos, this is part of my readathon. So if you aren't aware of what the critters are or anything, it is a part of my readathon. It's for the Libraries of Dragons Readathon. They're just critters that you can collect, little dragons that you can collect and just have for yourself. Not really collect them, you're just adopting them and you're taking them to a new home or like hopefully a forever home. It's an excuse for you to just collect / adopt a bunch of dragons because why not? This is completely optional for my readathon, so if you don't want to spend gold and have dragons, then that's completely fine. There's no benefits, it's just like an aesthetic fun thing to do. So if you're interested, continue watching, and if you're not, that's okay. So for the dragon for this video, I'm going to be introducing one of the Beverage Dragons. As you can see, I have one of my mugs, and this is one of my biggest mugs I own, which is probably a good size for the one we're about to talk about. To be honest, all the Beverage Dragons are around the size of a mug, rim of a mug, so they're around this big. They're about the size of your finger and they kind of like curl up in the drinks. Usually it's warm drinks, so it's like a hint to future Beverage Dragons. The first one we're going to talk about is Mellow. Mellow is one of the Beverage Dragons, as I mentioned, and as you can probably tell by the name, it is a Marshmallow Dragon. As does all the Beverage Dragons, they like to bask in hot cups of different types of drinks. For the Marshmallow Dragon, of course, it's going to want to bask in hot chocolate. It's preferable to it. It also loves just chocolate in general. It likes to snack on chocolate. I have a lot more information about the dragon on the sheet that I have. I also have the Google document. It actually has a little bit more like facts about it, a little bit of a cute little tips about the dragons themselves. So if you want to see more information that I couldn't include into the page, then you can go onto the document on my Google Drive that has a little bit more facts about them. For example, Marshmallow Dragons actually accumulate their coat. So it's not like it's their skin or anything. This is just their coat. So they can shed it very easily when they go into a cup of hot cocoa. It sheds and it kind of like sweetens up your drink. It's like a natural process for them. They have to go in hot water in order to shed their fluff, I call it. So if they want to shed their fluff, they have to go into something that's warm, and so they like to do this with hot chocolate. They are very much domesticated due to the fact that they're consumed by other dragons and animals, which makes sense because they're so sweet. And so it's been very common to domesticate these small little dragons so that they don't end up being all eaten and consumed and they're not extinct. Also, due to the fact that they're always either a cream color or a white color, they stand out very easily when they're outside, unless there's snow, of course. They do not like the cold at all, so they prefer warm environments. And because their coats are so white and bright, they sometimes like to cozy up in front of a fire and get a little bit toasty, kind of like a toasted marshmallow, and they kind of get more of a camouflaged look, so they can blend into wood and dirt and things on the outside world. Despite their squishy exterior, they do have a pretty hard interior. Their skin beneath that fluff is actually pretty hard because they need to survive hot climates and protect their organs, of course. They're not really that delicate, despite the fact that they look like they are. I mean, if they fell from a high height, they just like kind of bounce a little bit, they'd be fine. So they're actually pretty resilient little things, and I actually think they're adorable. I want one kind of myself to just like squish a little bit. They won't get hurt by it. They might not like it though, but it's adorable to imagine that. As mentioned, there's more information on the document about little facts and more about them on the sheet, so if you want to know more about them, you can go there. Mellow, thankfully, has a happier story than Stuffy did, considering that the cafe has a ton of chocolate, sweets, baked goods, hot chocolates, everything like that. They were instantly just attracted to the cafe and kind of in a sweet way, at least, bothered the customers and went into their drinks and kind of like basked in it and walked around and just enjoyed the environment itself. Now, the customers don't always love this, so that's why Kathy, the person that's kind of running this bakery and the adoption agency, is telling people, hey, can you just take Mellow, because it'd be really nice to just kind of have him, you know, away from the customers, because some of them aren't a huge fan. I mean, they're trying to just take a drink and then a dragon just plops into their drink. I also want to heavily mention that they like to keep their baths aka your drinks, clean. So they do not use the bathroom or the restroom in your drinks. So don't worry, they are very clean. They will groom and they will make sure that they are clean, and they will not use the bathroom when they're in a warm bath because that's where they're bathing. They don't want it to be gross. They also like to consume it a little bit. Like, they're really small, they're not going to consume much. So they'll have like a teaspoon of your drink too. So you are safe in that regard. So if you want, you could just have them go in there, have a little bit of foam on the top of your hot chocolate, and have them just relax. So sorry, my nose is so red. I'm so sorry. To adopt Mellow, the Marshmallow Dragon, you have to do one of the possible 3 prompts. Now, there's the first 2, which I feel like are the most obvious and the one I recommend the most. First 2 are to drink a cup of hot chocolate. This is like the most obvious one because it seems like the most relevant to this critter themselves. Or you can just have any chocolate in general. So you can have a baked good with chocolate in it. You can just have like a piece of chocolate. It is Christmas right now when I upload this video, so hopefully you got some sweet things if you are celebrating. So that is just a possibility. And the last one, if you don't like chocolate or you don't like hot chocolate, just have a sweet treat in general. So as mentioned, you obviously don't have to do the first 2. Obviously it's recommended because it makes the most sense. But if you're not a chocolate fan or you don't have any on hand, I don't want you to go out and try to buy any. So just have something that's sweet. If you have any dietary restrictions, artificial sugars are also completely fine. If you are someone that doesn't really like having desserts or anything, a drink is also okay. If you want to drink like a diet pop or a diet soda and that to you is enough, that's also fine. I don't want to force you to have sugar if you don't want it or if you can't have it. Sweet treat is literally anything that has a sweet flavor to it. It doesn't have to have sugar or real sugar. So it's up to you what you want to do for this. I'm gonna personally get hot chocolate because I have some with whipped cream. So that sounds perfect for me. So if you remove the 1 gold and you do the very simple prompt, you can adopt Mellow. If you do this and you want to do the stamp sheet, you could do the Marshmallow stamp sheet for Mellow. I tried drawing, it looks a little bit weird, but you know what, whatever. We did the little stamp sheet. So if you've adopted Stuffy and Mellow, you can put 2 on your stamp sheet. If you celebrate Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, any type of holidays that you celebrate right now, I hope you're having a good time. Like I said before, I know it's sometimes a hard time for some people. I know that sometimes there's a lot of trauma around today. So I hope you're taking care of yourself. Please do so if you can. Do something that's self-care. Go out and do something if you want to distract yourself, or spend time with your family if you can. Do whatever you can. If you are having a good day, I'm happy for you. If you're having a hard day, I'm here for you. I hope you had fun with Mellow. This was a very quick thing that I've been doing this past week. It's been a very busy month this month, but hopefully my TBR video will be up soon and I will be able to post another critter in the next few months. So with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Hoping you're having a great holiday season and hoping you have a great Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. If you don't celebrate anything, I hope you have a great day in general. And if you aren't, like I said, just take care of yourself as much as possible. Do what you can to just make sure that you are a priority because you deserve to be. I say that myself too because I don't always prioritize myself. So I will take that and make it personal because I really should. Have a great day, have a great month, and enjoy the last few days of 2024. Crazy. So thank you so much for being here and I hope to see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone.